My name is Stephan Sardone with Sardone McLain, and today I brought Jeremy Radcliffe, mortgage expert, to come talk about some of the lending products out there today. We have been working together a long time. He has always helped our clients find the appropriate funds for their project, whether it was one that his bank offered or he was able to deliver them to another bank and say they actually offer something a little better. So I feel like he's really a great expert on this topic.
Great, man. Thanks for having me on. It's great to get to be with you guys. I'm big fans of Sardone McLain, so it's an honor to get to be with you.
What are you seeing in the market today? What's kind of happening with home renovation loans, and how are people accessing the funds necessary to do projects like kitchens, baths, and smaller?
So we transitioned a little bit in the last few months with a rising rate environment. A lot of people who had taken advantage of lower rates, it was an interesting, and I think it was a unique time in history where you could actually refinance your existing rate and then add in improvements on top of that and then still get a lower monthly payment. It was kind of this perfect scenario.
It's magic.
I don't know, honestly, and people have asked me, they said, hey, do you think we'll see that again? I don't know that we're gonna get to that historic lows again, but what I do think is people still have the need to renovate their homes. They still want to grow as a family. A lot of people that I've talked to love their neighborhoods. They love where they're currently living. And they're saying, hey, how do we make this project work with the current financial market? And there are a lot of options for people. You could do a handful of different things. Obviously, Texas has unique home equity laws, but there are the options to do what's called a home equity. There's a couple different ways to do that. There's cash out refinances, which if you've already got a low rate, probably not the best approach to go about, because you would rewrite that loan and then take today's rates. You could do what's called a home equity line of credit. Depending on the value of your home, that may work for you. There's also banks that will do home renovation loans. And some of the benefit of that on that home renovation loan is you can actually take the future value of, so let's say you've got a project of, we're gonna do a $400,000 project. You actually get the appraisal and using that future value, so it allows you to roll in those improvements on top. So you don't have to just use that existing value. So there are lots of, even in this environment, and I think it's still affordable for people to do the work that they're trying to do. They get the benefit if they already have an existing mortgage on their first lien, they're gonna be able to keep those payments down and then still work in the additional improvements.
So on the future appraised value loan product, you're saying if they have a $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 house, and they're going to do a $400,000 project, right, and the future appraised value is 1 point whatever, then that's kind of what the bank is looking at.
Correct.
So they go through the design, they get all the costing done, they present that contract.
They're going to lend against that future value.
Correct. Okay, great.
Whereas to compare that to some of the home equity loans, depending on you're using that current value to establish what your value is, and Texas says you have to keep 20% equity in the property. So what we found is a lot of people who are trying to do home improvements, if they're large projects, they're going to have to move away from the home equity loans and move more towards these home renovation loans.